It's a beautiful day. I'm out here rock hounding in West Texas at the Kokernot 06 Ranch. There's Kendra. Finding lots of fun things, but check this out. Look at this beautiful agate that I just found. I looked at it and thought, what could I do with this? A lot of options. I could just tumble it, but that face right there is just so pretty. You can see some banding in there. What I thought I would do with this video is take this agate that I just picked up and face polish it across this face right here. I'll have to smooth that out a little bit. But with enough time on the cabbing machine, this should be a stunner. So follow me into the shop and let's get started. Okay, let's do this just like a cabochon. Here you can see it all cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side here, although it's going to be a little tricky. Let's get started on the 80 grit wheel. Here's where I'm going to try to make it flat. That was taking way too long, so I decided to move over to the 8-inch flat lap here with an 80 grit plate. That was taking too long, so I decided to move to the 10-inch plate with a more aggressive 80 grit pattern on it. I'll spend a few minutes here and see if I can get it flat. Well, that was about as flat as I could get it. I gave up. To get it perfectly flat would have just taken too long, so I'm going to live with that divot right there and get back on the 80 grit wheel on the cabbing machine. So here's how it looks dry. It's nice and smooth. Next up is the 220 grit wheel. Let's clean up some of those scratches. Now you can start to see the pattern. I like that. Next up is the 280 grit soft wheel where I push in hard. And here's how it looks. Notice that it already has a bit of a reflection. That's a good sign. Next up is the 600 grit wheel. What will this do to the shine? There you go. That's good for 600 grit. Oh, I like that. Let's go to the next wheel. This is the 1200 grit wheel. Normally this is where the polish really starts to pop. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. Nice reflection outside the shop there. Our last wheel is the 3000 grit wheel. And what will this do for the shine? Let's see. Okay, very nice. It's got a good reflection. Not a perfect polish, but a decent polish. Can we do any better? Let's move over to the wet belt sander. That's where I have a cerium belt. I'll spend a few minutes here. This is about 50,000 grit. And the final polish, what do you think? It's really sharp. Like I said, it's not a perfect polish. There's some fine scratches in there I didn't get out, but overall I'm happy with the polish, and the pattern I think is really pretty. Hope you agree. There's the finger reflection test. Looks good. All right, let's take this inside now and take a closer look. After all that grinding and polishing, our face polish is finally finished. How did it turn out? Let's see. Ooh. Well, that's kind of pretty. I know. It's got that big divot right there, but gosh, that was just going to take forever to grind down, and I didn't want to lose all that really pretty stuff in there. That banding, that sort of heart-shaped thing right there. Actually, it looks like it's a heart with some blood vessels in it. Look at that. Some nice stuff at the bottom. And then, of course, this opaly material right up here. I like that. This is what it looked like when we started. Well, of course, it was much dirtier out in the field. And this is how it looks after all of those different grits. I like it. Hope you do as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Oh, and please remember to check my other videos for more like this.